By the way, let me tell you this. I was in the airport there. It was San Francisco airport I was in. I was in a lot of airports, but this particular airport, I was in San Francisco airport. And I was in the Delta Lounge. Was it the Delta Lounge? No, it was the United Lounge, because Tomas, who I travel with, he has a card to get into the lounge. I don't normally go into the lounges, to be honest. Sometimes I go into the lounge and I'm like, oh, free coffee and bagels. But the airports, I've noticed, airports now are slightly better outside the lounges. The lounges are just, it's that marketing thing, but like, oh, it's exclusive. Well, it's kind of not really. Anybody that travels a lot can go in, which isn't that exclusive. And then, or if you pay for an upgrade, I guess, I suppose that's exclusive. But the airports, I think, are better now most of the time. LaGuardia, JFK, LAX, San Francisco. This is my airport review podcast, apparently. Because, you talk about what's recent in your life. What's recent in my life is airports and airplanes. So, I was in the United Lounge at San Francisco Airport, and there was, usually someone has to bus the tables. They take away the cups of coffee or the glasses, or what bussing is, right? Bussing tables. But they had a robot. They had a robot bussing the tables. And I was like, oh, look at this. And then I realized it doesn't really bus the tables. It comes over to the table and, like a Roomba. It just moves over to your table, and then it passive-aggressively stands there until you put your empty plates and cups on it. So you actually have to do it, but the robot comes to you, and then it hits you with passive aggression. So this is what I'm concerned about, is not AI becoming, smarter than us and taking over the planet. I'm worried about AI becoming passive-aggressive, which clearly it is. And we don't need AI for passive aggression. We have Scottish mothers for passive aggression, or at least I did. And there are other people who do passive aggression. I think we all know that. Actually, Canadians are pretty good at it in my experience. I look forward to your passive aggressive letters and emails and tweets and comments. But anyway, I was looking at this robot going around. I was like, oh my God. And in San Francisco, because I was in San Francisco, I'm now in Los Angeles, as you can tell from the beige couch. In San Francisco, every billboard you see, and I'm talking every billboard that you see in San Francisco, is for AI. And it's kind of vague. It's like this for your AI, or use this for your AI, or AI is coming, or in the AI era. That was a phrase that I think I'll be hearing more of. In the AI era, you need, and then it was like the name of some product that you rub on your phone or something like that. And I thought, this AI thing, I mean, I know it's terrible and dangerous and it's going to take over the world and everything, but also it's got a slight whiff of, what the fuck about it? I mean, I know that, do you remember when Google made those glasses and everybody was going to wear those, was it Apple or some Silicon Valley thing where they made those glasses and everyone was going to wear these glasses instead of having a phone? And it didn't really happen. And when I go on the AI thing on my phone, like if you Google something and the AI report comes up, it's like it's shit at Googling. Like I can Google better than the AI. And they keep saying, oh, the AI is going to learn. And maybe it will. And then it'll be better at Googling than me, and big fucking deal. So, but also in San Francisco and now in Los Angeles, they have Waymo taxi cabs. And if you haven't seen the Waymo taxi cabs, that's a different game. That's very impressive. That's the driverless cabs that you order like an Uber, and it turns up, but there's no driver. The driver is a ghost. It's an AI driver, and they just drive around, and you see these cars driving around, and it's built on top of a Jaguar. It's not like a shitty car. It's like a Jaguar F-Pace or something, but it's built on top of it, or an I-Pace. I guess it's probably electric. And it's a driverless car, and I'm kind of into it. I think, I bet these I bet these robots are better drivers than people. Certainly the robot that was driving itself around the United Lounge in San Francisco Airport, that was a pretty good driver. It could handle the whole thing. And then I thought, well, but if robots are driving the cars, then who's going to, if there's a robot taxi driver, where am I going to get my racist opinions from? Where am I going to hear things that taxi drivers normally tell me? And then I think, well, wait, no, this is good because the AI robot in San Francisco Airport learned how to be passive-aggressive. So I think probably the Waymo taxi cabs will learn how to be assholes and cut people off, and there'll be a little robot hand that comes up and gives you the finger and stuff like that. I think it'll all work out. I think it'll learn. That's what they always say about the AI. Oh, it'll learn, and it will.